All right, so we want to discuss some questions in your book.
Yeah.
This is the first one. So the question was 3/5 of a straw is hidden from view in a drink bottle. 6 centimeters of the straw protrudes from the bottle. How long is the straw? So what I see here is you got the right answer, which is 15. Now, it's actually quite interesting when I look at your writing here, because I know you are getting the answer, yeah? So maybe you can explain to me a little bit how you got that number, you know,
Okay.
15.
I know there's the like 3/5 of the straw is inside the like drink, and 6 centimeters is outside, and that must be 2/5.
Okay.
So then I divide 6 centimeters by 2, and that gives me like 1/5, which is also 3.
Okay,
and then
so
now
this is 3.
I got to find so there's this 3/5 under the thing, and now I got to do 3 times 3, which is 9, and then add it with the 6, which is 15.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So basically, when you get this number and then you remember, so let's say we have the bottle, and then the length of the straw in that bottle is 3 times this one, so that must be 9. Yeah. And then the other part here, that is 6. And then you add them and gives you 15. Okay, that's correct. Yeah, well, when you think about that question, basically, you must have like a picture of the situation, so you know what's going on here, so that you can say what's inside here is 9 centimeters, and then let's add with the other part, which is 6. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Now, if I have, so we already talked about this one, yeah, and you got the answer. So can you explain how you got that answer? Tony and Bill both do a math test with 20 questions. Tony get 60% right, and Bill get 75%. Right. Yeah. How many more questions did Bill get right? You want to write something using this one?
No, I
Okay.
think I can do it with my hand. So 20 divided by 4 is 5, and then 75% is 3/4, like 3 out of 4. So then we times 5 by 3, which is 15.
Wait. 12. Can you repeat that again from the beginning?
20 divided by 4 is 5. And then 75% is equal to 3/4.
Oh, okay. So
then I times the 5 by 3, and that's Bill's answer, 15.
Oh, okay. So what Bill gets, he got 15. Yeah, 15. Basically you multiply this number by 3. We got 15. Okay, good. And then
so Tony gets 60% right. So like I actually got like a bit of luck with this one, because I thought 20, that's 2/10. So why don't I divide 60 by 2? I don't know why I did that. And then that's 30. And then I divide 30 by 10. That's 3.
Okay, wait. What was the second part?
I don't like. I actually kind of like guessed it a bit,
Mhm.
but okay. So 50% is of 20 is 10.
How many percent?
50%
50%.
of 20
Okay,
is
20.
10.
Yes.
Is 10. And then I need to add a 10th of 20 on, and that's 2. So add 2 onto 10, that's 12, and then take off 12.
Okay. So 10% of 20, it's 2. When you add them, you get 12. So that's what Tony gets.
Yes.
Okay, so Tony gets 12, yes. And what happened next is...
I take away 12 from 15.
Okay, so
And that's the answer.
15 minus 12, you got 3. So that's fine. I think you are doing correct, yeah. So well, let's look at now the next one. But you see, this is something that you normally will be asked. Yeah. For example, you see John bought a second-hand bike for $80. He fixed it up and sold it for $96. What percentage of profit did he make?
So this one, I actually doubted myself for a bit.
Yes.
So I took off 80 from 96, and that was 16%. And I just put 16% as my answer.
Oh, okay. So that's actually quite coincidence, because the number is the same. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. So what you did was to subtract 96 minus 80, and then you got 16, and then you got that answer 16.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. But let me tell you, when you look
Is it
at...
8?
No. The answer is correct, of course, 16, but your understanding about what's happening here is slightly not correct. Yeah, because the way you got it is not just subtracting that 96 minus 80. Yeah. So, okay. Now, you'll need to understand what profit means.
Profit is how much money is being gained from the actual thing.
Right. So that means when you sell it, $96,
you get $16 profit.
Okay. So 96 minus...
And then do you divide 18 by, and then do you divide 18, like find the biggest multiple of 16 in 80 or something?
Oh, actually, you know what? When I said to you the answer was correct, 16%, actually that's even not right one. Okay, I'll talk about this now. Yeah, so let's talk about what profit is, which is in this case 96 minus 80. So you got $16 profit. Yes?
Yes, profit.
$16 profit. Okay. Now, when we now want to do the percentage, we want to do percentage. So no.
Is it?
Look, let me tell you.
I want to like say what I think, maybe. So 16, it's a multiple of 8. So then like it's 8 times 2. And then there's 10 8s in 80. And then you got to times it by 2 because 16 is the profit.
No.
So is it 20?
The answer is 20.
Yeah.
The answer is 20. So how did you get that again?
So 16 is a multiple of 8, yeah? It's 8 times 2.
Yes.
So 8, there's 10 8s in 80. So then I have 10. And then I times it by 2 because 16 is 8 times 2.
Okay.
89,
I think we need to understand the meaning of that percentage first, yeah, because maybe you haven't learned about this, and what you do is just guess the number,
Guessing
okay?
it's snowing.
Now, when you talk about the percentage, yeah, when you talk about the percentage, what happens here is the profit that you get divided by the original price, and then you times it by 100. So that is
That's-
percentage. Now, when you have that profit, which is $16,
16, and then you times it by 100.
no, when you have that profit 16, and then the original price was
That's 0.2.
80,
That's that's equals 0.2.
and then you
times it
multiply by 100,
which makes 20.
yes. So this is 20%. Yeah, so that's the answer. Yeah, I think the problem is because maybe in your school you haven't learned about the percentage when you have a profit. So this is how you calculate the percentage. So you see the profit that you gain, you divide by original price, yeah, and then you times it with 100.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at the next one. Now, what about this one? So, okay, Vivian deposited 400 in a saving account for 4 years at 5% interest per annum. Yeah, so per annum means year. Well, what is the total interest she received?
So first, you divide 400 by 4. That's 100.
Mhm.
And then, so like 20 is 5% of 100. 20 is 5% of 100. And that's just for one.
No. How can you say 20 is 5% of 100?
Because
No.
it is.
20 is not 5% of 100. 5% of 100
that's
is
5.
5.
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah. So if you talk about 5% of 100, that's 5.
Oh, 5.
You see, what does it mean?
Well, I forgot how I did it. Wait.
Okay, look.
Ooh. Papa, I'm doing this. So you said it by like you. I got it. I just divided 400 by 400 by 5
400 is divided by 5.
is 400.
No,
Wait, what?
400 divided by 5.
No. Yeah. Oh wait, that's 80. I was doing long division. The biggest multiple, yeah, is 80.
And then?
And
So that's your answer.
80.
Oh, okay. Well, how can you divide that 400 by 5? That is quite interesting. How can you end up with this calculation?
I don't know. I just did it. Like 400 by 5.
Okay. So you just basically do this calculation and then got the answer.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So let me tell you, actually, this is something that we will also see quite a lot. Yeah. Now, when you deposit some money in the bank, well, what happens is the bank will give you some interest, right?
Yeah, they want money back.
So basically, if you now deposit it for some years, yeah, in this case 4 years, and each year you got 5%. So what is the total of your interest?
20%.
So the total interest
and then 20% of
in the total interest for 4 years will just be 4 times 5%, which is 20%. Okay.
Okay.
Now, to get the amount of the interest, the amount of the interest, what you do here is to multiply that number 20% times the money that you deposited. So you times it with $400.
But
Now, when you look at 20%,
make 8,000.
no, you see, when you look at 20%, that is 20 on 100.
Oh.
And then you multiply it by 400. Well, of course, 20 times 400 is 8,000, but then you divide by 100, and that gives you the same value, basically. No, not 8.
80.
Yes,
Said
80.
80. Not 8.
80. So you see, we got the same value, but the way you did was quite unclear, where you divide that 400 by 5, and then you just don't know how you come up with that number. That's actually quite interesting, you know. Yeah, maybe we'll need to get some other example related to this kind of problem, you know, the interest. Yeah, so basically, if you, let's say, if you have deposit some money, $100, for example, and then each year you got, let's say, 2%. What is your money for the next year?
Wait, so you want to divide the thing by 2%?
Not divide, actually you multiply. So you see,
by
to get the
2% of the 100.
To get the interest, you multiply this number 2% times 100.
That's 2 on.
So 2 on 100 times 100.
Times 100. And so that's 200 on 100, which makes 2.
So each year, you got 2%, $2
interest.
$2 interest. That's because the interest is 2%.
They must have been using some sort of bank thing to make only $2 interest.
Yeah, well, sometimes what happens is you haven't learned about this stuff. Yeah, but I think it's good to see it now. Yeah. Now,
get that thing started.
Let's look at this one. This is the last one.
Hey.
That's actually quite interesting to see you scribble here.
That doesn't matter.
I divide a payment 460 between 3 contractors and a supervisor. The supervisor gets twice as much as each of the contractors. How much does the supervisor get? So when I look at your drawing here, I think what you want to do here is just try to get the picture what happens for the supervisor. Right. So he got 2 portions.
I destroyed him.
Of the contractor.
Good.
Now, what I don't understand with your calculation here is, how can you get this number 276?
Actually, guess this one for 184 because it looked like a good number.
Okay.
So then I took that off 460 and that made 276. And then I found how much of the super contractors get, which was 92. And then 92 times 2 is 184.
Oh, okay.
I actually had other guess, but I put that on.
Okay. So basically, you are trying to guess by subtracting this 460 with that number, but
And
you,
then dividing it by 3.
okay.
It's out of
Um,
battery. Can you charge it? Just wait.
Wait. So yeah, I think this is a bit challenging. Yeah. Now, you know, if you look at what we have here, we have 3 contractors and a supervisor. Yeah, so actually, you know,
How about we divide the 460 by 3?
no,
that's not
no, you don't divide that 460 by 3.
Ow.
But if you look at the division here, yeah. So because the supervisor gets twice, so it's like what you have here is actually 5 people, you know. You have 3 contractors.
So you divide 460 by 5?
Yes, you have 3 contractors, and then you have 2 other guys.
2.
Because
no, 3 other guys.
yeah, well, the 3 guys, they were the contractors.
Oh yeah.
But remember, you got the supervisor.
2 guys.
Yes. So the supervisor represents 2 guys. So it's like you have 5 guys.
5 guys. So you divide it by 5.
Now, if you divide 460 by 5, what was that?
Wait, so put the 9. 92.
92. Yeah, 92. So because the supervisor represents 2 guys,
It's 2 times the 92.
that's 2 times of 92.
Which is 184.
Okay. So actually, that's very interesting. Yeah, maybe we'll need to get more practices with this kind of, you know, word problems. Yeah, because I think although you can get the right answer, but then I realized
I don't have a reliable strategy for it.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
like
That's true.
most of the time.
That's true. But that's a good approach, because when I look at the way you do it, actually you are getting that answer, you know, you are getting that answer. Well done. Okay.